Hi, this is Brice Keller, the founder of Green Fight, and talking to you today about where we are going into this legal battle that will likely ensue in the Supreme Court. Let's talk about the federal policy. The federal policy, right before Colorado legalized, the federal government put out the Cole memo, set out all these specifications and said, do these things and we'll leave you alone. The president's statements on marijuana. He said that he doesn't believe that marijuana is more harmful than alcohol. Plus, we have a court ruling against using federal funds against state-approved operations. Okay? So apparently when the legislature said that, they meant that. What this all equals is that the United States is a laboratory of democracy. And if your state hasn't taken steps to reform your outdated marijuana laws, comply with the aspirational goals of the Cole memo, the civil harms, they're actionable. We're coming to get you. Ohio government violations. House Joint Resolution 4, also known as Issue 2, is quite possibly a violation of ethical practices concerning election laws. The trial tax in medical marijuana. When we have a 97% plea bargain rate that has been reported to the Supreme Court, the Attorney General, and the Governor's Office, and they still continue to enforce cases without a medical marijuana defense, these are enforcement violations. Prosecutors continuing to allege that crimes are against the peace and dignity of the state of Ohio when no jury force exists for such violations is a violation of their duties to their office. Let's talk about the monopoly designation. If, in fact, responsible Ohio were declared a monopoly by the Supreme Court, then Issue 2 and House Joint Resolution 4 would be a bill of attainder. Why? Because they specifically attack the severability. These people call us criminals. They call us a cartel. They call us all kinds of stuff. But the truth is that we went out to find a solution to failed policies that our legislature and our Ohio government neglected to remedy for the people. Marijuana Majority reports 88% support for medical marijuana, 84% support for no jail time, and 58% support for legalizing marijuana outright. And yet your Attorney General and Secretary of State Houston spent taxpayer money against lollipops and marijuana candy and all that hoo-ha, which clearly is a violation of their duties to their office, because they know that the Marijuana Control Commission controls those rules on keeping marijuana edibles and other products to not be an attractive nuisance to children. The governor decides that. He picks the Marijuana Control Commission. Your government has a monopoly on marijuana. If in fact we have a monopoly, if in fact the activist community has a question on the ballot that is a monopoly, then the people have won, and it is a bill of attainder against the people. We are going to the Supreme Court. We will fight the injustice. I voted no on 2 and yes on 3. I support the people's right to ballot access. And I certainly support the legalization of marijuana. 22 veterans a day commit suicide, and marijuana can reduce PTSD symptoms by up to 75%. At the ballot box, you can deliver not guilty verdicts to your fellow man and woman. At the ballot box, you can provide access to medicine for veterans, patients, users, and everyone. The time to legalize is now. I urge you to vote with us. Vote with Green Fight. Support issue 3. Fight against the government taking your rights to petition. Vote no on 2. And whatever you do, support the Green Fight amicus brief. We're taking the fight to the man. The time for reform is now. I'm Brice Keller. Thank you.